Question, tell me what you think about me. I buy my own diamonds and I buy my own rings. Only ring your celly when I'm feeling lonely. When it's all over, please get up and leave.
Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be letting you know some things that I wish I knew before I got my locks. Let's get into it. So first things first, everyone's locks are not the same. They will not look the same. Everybody's texture is different. Don't expect your locks to look like anybody's locks, okay? Everyone's locks are going to look different, okay? Your locks are not going to look like your Pinterest board, okay? So please do not expect your locks to look like all the pictures that you added to your board, okay? They're not going to look like that, okay? They may, but for the most part, they're not. Everybody's hair is different. Everybody's texture is different. Everybody's lock size is different. The parts, everything like that. So please, everybody's hair density, don't expect your locks to look like the next person's locks. I'm not gonna lie, I did. This girl named, her page is Erin Locks, and her locks are just so chef's kiss to me. And I really thought my locks were gonna come out like that, and they didn't. But I'm still happy with my progress, but I was expecting my locks to look like Erin's locks, okay? So yeah, that's that. Smaller locks, smaller parts, smaller locks. Bigger parts, bigger locks, okay? But also remember your density. If your hair is not thick, your locks will not be thick, okay? If your hair is on the thinner side, they're going to be more on the thinner side. Not to say they're not going to look full at all, but your locks, please. Also, when your locks drop, the thickness will change, because when my locks were shorter, when they were, you know, in that the budding phase, oh, chef's kiss, the budding phase was probably my favorite phase. Like, my locks were nice and fluffy. Oh, I loved it. But when they dropped and started being able to swing by themselves, baby, the thickness, a lot of it went away. Like, the fluffiness definitely went away, and I missed that stage. I miss it so much. I loved it. When you start your locks, shrinkage is real, okay? I started like this, and then they shrunk to this, okay? Because yeah, I was not expecting that at all. I was expecting my locks to stay long. I know they were gonna, you know, curl up at the bottom, but I was not expecting, as time went on, for them to get shorter. Like, what are we doing here? What's happening? But it's okay, because obviously they're gonna grow out, they're gonna get longer. So you just gotta be patient. Don't expect your locks to be down your back in 6 months. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna be in a year either. It took me 2 years to get to this, okay? So don't expect your locks to be down your back in 6 months. It's not gonna happen. Please spray your locks daily, okay? When I started my locks, I used rose water, aloe vera juice, and a little bit of conditioner. Not too much conditioner, because it will build up in your hair. And when I first started, the buildup was insane. Like, I used to go crazy with the conditioner and the creams and all types of stuff. Please cut out all those products. Find something very simple like aloe vera juice, rose water, a little bit of conditioner, a nice oil, a light oil like grapeseed oil, jojoba oil, stuff like that. It's very light. It won't have too much buildup in your hair, and you don't want buildup, because buildup takes forever to get out, okay? Even after you wash your hair, you're gonna look in the mirror and look at your locks. You're gonna be like, did I not wash my locks? Yeah, you did. You just add too much product as the weeks go on. Don't do that. Don't, please. I'm telling you, don't do it. Also, there are several ways to start your locks, so do your research. I started my locks with twist. Beautiful. I loved it. I don't think I would want to start, if I started my locks, I believe when you start your locks with coils, those things shrink all the way up, okay? So I'm not saying there's a specific way to start where your locks won't shrink, but them coils, baby, your locks are going to shrink all the way up, okay? So just do your research when it comes to how you want to start your locks. You could start it with braids, you could start them with coils, twists, You could do the I believe, I don't know exactly what it's called, but I know you coil it at the top and then twist it at the bottom. So it's it's several different ways that you could start your locks. So just do your research and go from there. Don't retwist your locks too often, okay? I was retwisting my locks every 4 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks, no lie. Like, why was I doing that? I have no idea. Like, I think I was doing it honestly because I was not used to the frizz. So I was just like, you know what? We got to keep these roots looking good, okay? I got to keep these parts looking good. So I was retwisting my hair every 3 to 4 weeks. Don't do that. Your roots will thin out, okay? They will thin all the way out. So don't do that, okay? And another thing, your locks will break off. Not only will they thin, they will break off. And you don't want to be part of the break off lock community, okay? You want your locks nice, thick, and full, luscious. So just take it easy with the retwist, okay? Retwist your hair every 2 months. Let's just keep it at 2 months, okay? You're going to have to deal with the frizz. You're going to have to deal with the hair coming out. Trust me, it's part of the journey. Eventually, you love it. Now I love it. I feel like my hair just looks fuller when it's not retwisted. And I like the fuller look. When my hair is retwisted, baby. And don't get me wrong, there's times I like the flat look, and then there's times I just want the fluffy look, okay? It brings me back to the beginning when my locks were nice and fluffy. So yeah, don't retwist your hair too often, okay? You will be part of the break off lock community, and you don't want that. That's not cute. One thing that I'm not even gonna lie, I did not do in the beginning, wear your bonnet, your scarf, whatever protective gear you have for your head, wear that thing, okay? You do not want your hair to be breaking off. You do not want your hair to be dry because of just sleeping on your pillow. Because I know most of y'all don't got no satin pillowcases. So make sure you're wearing that bonnet, wearing your scarf, moisturize your hair, and yeah, you'll be good. Oh, in the beginning, your locks will have so much lint, okay? Don't even try picking them out because it's not going to come out. The best thing you could do is color them. Honestly, the hair just grew around the lint that I had. And now I just honestly wear my bonnet all day, every day. If I'm not going out, I have my bonnet on. So that's another thing. That's a tip right there, actually. Wear your bonnet all day, every day. Bonnet, scarf, whatever it is. Wear that bonnet, okay? Either whether it's a bonnet, a scarf, whatever it is. Wear it because that lint will be on your locks, and if you don't want that lint, wear your bonnet. I'm not gonna say you're gonna be able to avoid it at all costs, but a bonnet definitely helps wearing it all day, every day. And honestly, the only way to get rid of the lint is to color your hair. So you have 2 options: wear the bonnet or color your hair if you don't want to wear the bonnet. Simple. 2 things when it comes to this: when you get your hair styled, if it is too tight, take that motherfucker out, okay? Take it out, okay? You need your edges. Look. Well, I'm not gonna say this is due to tight ponytails before I got my locks, okay? And it's just I did a number, but your edges will be out. Your locks will break off. And I don't know what this is about, but once you have your locks in for about 1.5 years, your head just becomes super tender. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's because you're not doing as much to it as you were before you got your locks, but baby, do not wear them tight styles, okay? It is not good for your locks. If they're tight, take it out. If the style is tight, take it out. Even while they're doing the style, if you feel like it's tight, tell them to loosen that. Loosen that immediately, because I'm not going to sleep like this, okay? If I get home and my hair too tight, this shit coming out, okay? So please, no tight styles. And another one, we all love them. Them ponytails, baby. Them ponytails. Be easy with them ponytails. We know as a girly, I know we love a tight, slick back ponytail. But baby, a tight, slick back ponytail will pull them edges out, okay? I don't know what it is. I cannot have a ponytail in for longer than like 4 hours. Like 6 hours is my max, or I'm taking that thing out immediately. Like, I went to church the other day, had a slick back ponytail, baby, 2.5 hours. I said this, 2.5 hours. I was done. I was done. Take that ponytail. I literally cut the rubber band out of my head. Not the rubber band, the hair tie out of my head, because I was done. Like, I cannot do the tight ponytails. They look good, but baby, them things hurt. Like, I don't know what it is. When you get locks, your head just becomes super tender. Like, oof. I love me a nice slick back ponytail with these locks, but baby, they cannot go over 3 to 4 hours. Did I say 6 hours was my max? I'm lying. 3 to 4 hours, that's my max. That's it, okay? So be easy with them ponytails. We love a slick back ponytail, but be easy. All right, guys, that was just a few things that I wish I knew before I got my locks. I mean, I still do love my locks. Through all the phases, I actually did love my locks. Even the beginner phase, when they looked like this, yeah, they looked crazy. No, they didn't look crazy, but they were thin. Thin, baby, thin. And I thought, I mean, they are obviously thicker now, but I thought I was gonna have like thick locks. I thought when you got locks, like, they just get thick, like super thick, like. But no, it's based off your hair density, your texture, all of that, okay? All of that plays a factor. So just make sure you do your research before you get your locks, because, yeah, I was expecting my locks to look like Aaron locks, so. But see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Question, tell me what you think about me. I buy my own diamonds and I buy my own rings. Only ring your celly when I'm feeling lonely. When it's all over, please get up and leave.